Wes and I were at the frozen aisle, and I'm sometimes not aware of who's around me. But there was a family of four like right by us, and I just ripped so loud, and they all like looked over at us.
They heard.
They were pissed.
They definitely heard.
We were just
I was
crying.
losing it.
And Wes did push back on this a little bit. He's like,
I did. I made it very clear. We need all of this food.
He's like, I don't know. We should probably hold on to this here.
So we took away some items. We don't want anything to go bad.
We disregarded Wes, and we said,
Completely. Yep.
we're gonna.
That's not what's.
Yeah, I finished my food. I was looking around. I was like, so is this all the food? It was the first night. And then Wes in the background.
I was like, oh, this is too much food.
Just shouting. I think we can even do it justice.
Yeah,
like
we
you
can't
have
capture
to
it.
be in that mindset of just rage.
You're so pissed. Yeah, something like that.
So,
Because you really pushed back, dude. You were really pushing for the burgers.
I knew we would need more food.
it only took us 5 years to think about getting a little bit cooler of a fan in here.
Yeah. What did you have before that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
does that just blow
box
air?
fan. Yep.
Yeah. So that's like a little bit cooler.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
quiet.
goes
too.
from like ocean breeze to like
Ocean
just
breeze.
like a fan right to your face. Like
Jet turbine, is that what that one's called?
yeah, jet turbine.
It's jet turbine and
Yeah,
what's it called?
ocean breeze.
Ocean breeze.
That's what I'm
That
calling
sounds
it.
like a scent, dude.
Yeah, it is. You can. It's a
Yeah.
scratch and sniff. Actually.
Last
Really?
episode, Brandon
Yeah.
got up to 83 or 84 in here.
Degrees? Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
You
it
guys
was
are probably
so hot.
sweating.
And we
beans,
had
bro.
our friend on, and I felt bad. I was just like, I apologize in advance. It's going to be warm in here.
Yeah.
So luckily, it's not.
It was
It's
bad.
not bad in here. What does it say?
So
76.
76.
That's
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 terrible.
that's freezing
Yeah. it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
compared to what we were
Yeah.
working with
That's
before.
nothing.
Thanks for tuning into the Campfire Council podcast. My name is Miranda, creator and designer of Sown in Strength. I am passionate about witness and evangelism. There is nothing more important than knowing Christ our Lord and Savior and making him known, the Great Commission. I aim to inspire Christians to confidently and effectively wear and share their faith. Go check out sownandstrength.com or Sown in Strength on Instagram. You can see all the current offerings of clothing and accessories, as well as blog posts that will encourage you in your walk with Christ. Don't forget to use code CAMPFIRE in all caps for 20% off. Now let's get back to the episode.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Campfire Council podcast. Thank you for joining us today. With us on the council, we have Brandon, Wes, Emilio, Joey,
Hey,
and myself, Luke. How is everyone doing today?
good. We almost have a full squad here.
I know, I'm
Almost
sad
for
Noah's
lacking
son
one.
couldn't make it.
Let's talk about Noah the whole time and just bash on
Yeah?
him. Yeah, because he's not here.
Yeah, right. It's
I was
easy to-
excited to have everyone. I don't remember the last time all six of us were on.
I think it was our first guest, Ethan. I think that was the last time we
dang.
were all on.
There's no
Really?
way, dude. That was
I
like
think so.
5 months ago, dude.
I'm checking the specs.
I think it
specs.
might have been.
That's crazy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It could be wrong.
But we got a nice little day planned ahead of us today, doing the podcast. Little state fair,
Mm-hmm.
Eat some
Wisconsin
curds.
State Fair, eat some good food,
Mm-hmm.
see some awesome crowds that Joy and Mila love,
Mm-hmm.
and then watching some movies after
Yeah.
that we've been
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for Brandon to get to. So I'm
Yeah.
super excited about it. The good old Patriot, if anyone's seen it before. But we're gonna do a little recap of the camping trip we took a few weeks ago to Wyalusing, Wisconsin, which was really fun. So, if you guys have any highlights or funny moments you wanna? Hi, what?
I said highlights or lowlights.
Lowlights, highlights, all the lights.
Well, I mean, the first day it was downpouring.
Yep.
We got
So that was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
absolutely soaked.
Yeah, Mila and I just accepted it.
Yep.
We were just out there.
That was when
But
we,
it was fun,
when we
dude.
realized we were
I
in
didn't
it.
mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know.
afterwards, when my pants were soaked
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I had to hold them
Yeah.
over the fire for like 2 hours, I didn't like that. But in the moment, I was like,
And then sleeping in the tent and having
Oof.
water seeping in.
oh, yeah, that was so
Wasn't
Sleeping
that your
in a
only
puddle.
pair of pants you brought?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
for
give him a
some
pair of my
reason,
shorts.
I don't. Yeah.
So to start off the trip, I was gonna take my Jeep with like 4 people. It ended up getting pretty filled up, and James, who couldn't make it to either, but he offered to take his truck, and I was like, oh, perfect. So we started packing everything in there, and I was like, just a heads up, because he doesn't have like a bed cover. I was like, we're supposed to get rain. He's like, what rain? But
Well, he was right. It wasn't raining when we were leaving. But...
correct. So we took tarp, and we had like some bricks, and we covered all of our gear and stuff, our bags, with the tarp, and then everything was good, and we were driving. And then we stopped for food, and that's when it started to downpour.
Mm-hmm.
And I went outside to check, and my pillow was soaked.
Yep.
And I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Basically, all of my belongings were wet. Like, there wasn't one thing that wasn't wet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Then maybe I should count myself lucky.
I think we learned a lot about camping in the rain from this, especially like how difficult it is to keep anything dry if you're constantly being rained on. I didn't really realize that, but like you want to reach into your bag and grab something. Oh, your entire body is soaked. So everything in that bag is getting
slowly
wet
sinking
now.
into a puddle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think next camping trip we're gonna have a lot of good lessons learned and ways that we can improve on our camping technique.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also quickly learned that tarps and tents and all that are not waterproof
Nope.
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Because I was like, all right, let's gather everything in the center, and it will be protected from the rain. But
It wasn't.
it was soaked. Yeah,
We
so I
can
don't-
definitely get some better tents, like or maybe waterproof them. My concern is PFAS, which is like these forever chemicals. That's typically what they use to waterproof tents.
Oh,
But they're like pretty carcinogenic chemicals, I guess, that stay in your body for forever. So I was
well,
trying to
we
avoid
wouldn't
that.
we wouldn't like touch it
What?
very much. You know, we would just kind of
You
like
kind of do touch it a
Yeah, I'd
little
be
bit.
well,
touch
like
it.
I
I'd
would
be like in the
definitely
sleeping bag.
I will try to find an alternative
Okay. All right.
to waterproof the
PFAS.
tents better, or just find
PFAS.
better tents.
PFAS.
Yeah,
On
that's
the
what
way, though,
I
I
had
think
no
one of my
idea what
favorite. So
that-
I was sitting up front with James, and James was getting all wound up about like the rain. It was really funny, and I kept every like 10 minutes I'd check the weather app. I'm like, oh, let's see what's going on here. As it's literally downpouring, like, I was like, maybe it'll clear up.
Check the radar.
And
We stayed hopeful through the whole thing.
Mhm.
yeah, and we showed up, and we just see Milo and Brandon outside, just smiling, soaking wet as they're setting up like
It was a time.
what was it, like a canopy? It's called, or
Yeah.
what is it called?
Yeah, it was like I don't know, just like
Yeah.
it's like a shelter. Or something
You bring it for like
that. Yeah.
tailgating.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm so glad we had that because
Mhm.
That was a game changer.
that's
Yeah.
that's one thing I want to improve on. So like next camping trip, I want like 2 or 3 of those, just
Yeah.
in case it's raining.
Yeah.
because
Big
that'll be
idea.
really useful.
I actually did not realize you were joking about the weather because it was
Oh,
really?
really?
like so frequent that you were checking, and I was like, dude, I think it's raining on us right now. Like, I think we're gonna get hit by the rain. So I didn't realize you were joking at first.
yeah. I mean, I was kind of like concerned. And I was like, James is getting wild up, so I'm gonna do it.
Which
but
is not hard to do.
yeah, we love you, James. Wish you could be here. So yeah, we pretty much spent like the Friday night just kind of. We had the most janky setup with tarps.
Oh, you know what my
and-
favorite thing is? Ever since I was a kid, I was taught that during like a rainstorm or whatever, like if you hear thunder, you should never be by a tree either, because like that's the first thing the lightning bolt will strike is the tree. And we like set up our tents like on the tree, like we wrapped our canopy on
We're
the
also
tree.
in a forest though. Like there's
Yeah.
plenty of other trees.
Yeah, what are the chances that it hits that tree?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true, and it wasn't even the tallest tree.
Right.
And then we had. So after we were done, dude, we literally took sticks and we were
So janky.
putting them into like the muddy ground, and we were holding up tarps.
Yeah.
And we had to like kind of hunch around to walk around, so we had some shelter. And then the rain stopped for like a couple hours, and I was like, I'm hungry.
Yeah,
we're starting a
hunger
fire.
signal.
So with some wet wood and a lot of lighter fluid,
Mhm.
Yeah,
we got it going.
we doubted him. We
Yeah.
were all
Yeah,
hanging
we
out.
did.
in
I didn't think it was
frickin'
gonna work.
Yoda's hut
Nah,
over
okay.
on the other side.
You know what? I love James. James is the one in particular that was really doubting.
That's
me.
true. What
I
did-
was like, I think he's gonna start a fire. Like, he's got this whole bottle of lighter fluid. He can do it.
We made some bomb chicken and veggies
Yep.
and burgers, and then what was it like an hour after eating? I was like, "Is this all the food?"
Oh.
We got to back up. The
You got to
story.
back
Yeah,
the
yeah.
story up a little bit.
So we stopped at Walmart because we're really good at planning.
Hate
So we
Walmart.
got our groceries on the way.
And Wes and I were at the frozen aisle, and I'm sometimes not aware of like who's around me. But there was like a family of 4 like right by us, and I just ripped so loud, and they all like looked over. At
Oh,
us.
they heard.
They were pissed.
They definitely
pissed. We
heard.
were just.
I was
crying.
losing it.
We were just crying, laughing. But
So we kind of all had a list to get what we needed to get, and we get everything in the cart, and we're looking at it, and like this is kind of a lot of food. And
it's because Wes had
I,
3. What was it? He
I
had
had
said
I had 2 like 12 packs of burgers
Yeah, he
or
was
something.
like we'll just get these, and we were all kind of like.
Then
it's like,
some
oh,
hot
maybe we
dogs.
should take away some stuff. So a couple people grabbed some things.
And Wes did push back on this a little bit. He's like,
I did. I made
don't
it
know.
very clear. We need all of this food.
It's like I don't know if we should probably hold on to this here. So
we took away some items. We're like, oh, okay, this will be more doable. Like we don't want anything to go bad.
we
Right.
disregarded Wes, and we said
Completely. Yep.
we're gonna.
That's not what's. Yeah.
And that Friday night, we were making food over the fire. And I was kind of like, I finished my food. I was looking around. I was like, yeah, is this all the food? And it was the first night. And then Wes in the background, dude, he just, oh, no one listens to little Wes.
I was like, oh, this is too much food.
He's just shouting. I don't think we can even do it justice.
Yeah,
like
we
you
can't
have to
capture it.
be in that mindset of just like rage.
You're so pissed.
little old West.
Yeah, something like that.
So,
Because you
but-
really pushed back, dude. You were really pushing for the burgers.
I knew we would need more
See, dude,
food.
I missed all of that because I was putting back like some of the food,
Mhm.
and so I didn't see none of this part of the none of that conversation I was a part of.
it was perfect.
What's funny is that you live with Luke, which means that you understand.
I know how much food he eats.
understand the amount that he can consume. So you were probably
All the
preemptively
Yep.
like preparing.
Yeah, that's true. But it was every meal we made on the fire was really good.
Mhm.
I love
Yeah.
making food over like
Yeah.
campfires.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately it started raining again Friday night. We went to bed pretty early. I remember I got in my tent and I just hear the rain. And all of a sudden I hear Wes being like, you're like, wow, there's a mosquito in here.
Yep.
And you're like, wow, it's hot in here.
Yep.
And he's like,
And I was like, wow,
"Oh,
the
I'm
ground
wet."
is really hard.
It was that day Wes
It was
realized
that
he didn't
day.
like camping.
And then
Yep.
because he didn't go on the first camping trip.
Nope.
Little side note, because
Mhm.
the first camping trip,
right.
I think you. Wait, no, Noah came later. Never mind.
Mhm.
well, it was raining all night and I couldn't sleep the majority of the night. I had to pee twice. That was really stupid. So I got so wet. And after the second time I got back in my tent, I'm about to fall asleep and I just hear Wes
Yeah, dude,
just
Wes
snoring
snores so
hard.
You do too, though, Luke. You're really
Yeah, it
loud
was
as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
Well,
guys are snorers.
Me and Brandon came prepared.
Yeah,
With
I knew
earplugs.
I knew
Some earplugs.
that we had some seismic charge level bomb snorers here. Because I've camped, I've camped with you guys before, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm prepared this time.
but luckily Saturday at like 10 or 11, the sun came out,
yeah, it was nice.
started drying everything up, made some food, went on a beautiful hike. We got to
Mhm.
see, that wasn't the Mississippi. What river is that?
Yeah, that's Mississippi.
That was Mississippi?
It's
Okay.
kind of like what we were seeing is a little bit of an offshoot.
Right, the
But
Wisconsin.
like when we were looking down at Prairie du Chien, the Mississippi, I believe, was on our left.
Yeah.
That's what actually would run down to
Okay.
the Gulf of America, Gulf of Mexico.
Nice.
But
Yeah,
what we were seeing is more of like an offshoot.
that overlook was beautiful. That was sweet.
Yeah, dude.
Went on a good hike, hung out, and then later that afternoon we went swimming in Wisconsin River. That was super refreshing. That was a lot of fun.
Also, Noah was really at a disadvantage this whole trip because our hiking trip was like a 3-mile hiking trip and he has asthma. And then we're like, oh, let's now go swimming. He doesn't know how to swim. So not only
He doesn't know how to swim?
we tried to kill Noah this whole trip.
He doesn't know how to swim.
Yeah,
Wait,
so we really tested the boundaries.
oh, that's right.
of
We
his
were
asthma.
still at like, we could still walk at the level we were at.
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
However, when they explained it more, Noah does
He
know
knows
how to swim.
Yeah, he does.
He's just because he has such bad problems with asthma.
Yep.
He
It makes
can't
it harder.
really swim that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yes, he does know how to
Yeah.
swim.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Silly goose.
Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I brought my lightsaber. That
Yeah,
was
you
a
did.
lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
fun.
we
Dude,
were.
the neighbors probably just saw us just turn on this bright lightsaber. Brandon and I were swinging on for so long.
Yeah, let's talk about the neighbors.
What about the neighbors?
Well, for one, next camping trip,
More
neighbors.
privacy.
Yeah,
no
no
neighbors. We're
Yeah.
going remote.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be we're going
Middle
off
of
the
nowhere?
grid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, wherever we're going,
Stealth
there's
camping.
not going to be anyone near us.
I liked
Okay.
last time kind of the closed
Yeah.
off area we had.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was
Harrington
nice.
Beach.
The
yeah.
space we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
for this campsite was really
Yeah.
nice.
Very nice having
Yeah.
that much space.
Yeah.
It was very
But
nice.
on this trip, we literally had neighbors like across the street.
yeah.
Yeah. They for
And-
sure.
Yeah.
We were the second night we had a fire and some of us were up until past 1 and we weren't like loud, but we were talking.
Oh yeah.
But they for sure heard everything.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Deep, manly Christian conversations about all
Yeah.
the details and,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and anything that Christian men could be talking about were talked about.
We had some good conversations though. That was
Yeah,
fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Conversations.
Oh yeah.
Milo had a fun time with flies over the weekend.
hmm
All out warfare.
There was so many flies.
Okay, that's another thing. No more rivers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we
No
gotta
more.
get
We're
away
going
from
arid.
river.
Like I don't want. I don't want mosquitoes. I don't want flies.
Well, there's
was
always going to be
so-
mosquitoes.
In
Mosquitoes.
fact, yeah,
Yeah.
I almost would rather have the mosquitoes because
The flies were annoying.
yeah, the bug repellent will work on the mosquitoes.
Yep.
The flies, they don't care.
No,
they're
they don't.
just there to hang out,
Yep.
and they're there to grab the scraps.
Yeah, and they're trying to
Grab
get
the
the food.
scraps.
Yeah.
Milo didn't get enough killing during the daytime that in his dreams
Yeah,
he was killing flies too because there were I only caught you the one time, but dude, it was pretty abrupt too. He was just like I was falling asleep and I just hear like it's like a huge movement. I was like, whoa, what just happened? It wasn't until the next day.
it
you told
definitely
me.
happened twice where I was just
Yeah.
like had this like twitch in my sleep because I was still killing the flies
Yeah.
in my
It was
dreams.
loud.
Yeah, there was an absurd amount of flies. And dude, Peter's ankles got destroyed
Oh my
by
gosh,
the
dude.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Just it looked so swollen and
It
just
looked
all
like
these...
leprosy, dude. It was bad.
Right, leper.
It was
Cast them
really
out
bad.
of the city.
Yeah, so more private campground.
Yeah.
I liked when we went in October. It was a little cold, but it's so nice like being around a fire.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And then it's
Yeah.
not super hot
Yep.
with sleeping in the
Yeah.
tents.
I really don't think we can go wrong with camping in October, or
agree.
September, like
Yeah.
late September.
Yep.
because you pretty much solve the bug problem.
Yep.
and it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
super rainy around then.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was fun. I'm glad. And I do want to have somewhere we can like drive to swim to though. I liked how we could go on the river.
Yeah.
And then the first time camping, now we had that lake, that walk though back that first year, chafing. Man,
Yeah.
when you go
Oh,
swimming
yeah,
and you have wet underwear
Yeah.
Oh,
and you have to walk like
Yeah.
a mile or so back,
Yeah.
that's no bueno.
I will say though, it is good to suffer. And it's good
Yeah.
to it's
Yeah.
it's good for us
Suffering.
to
Good
I'm not
memories.
talking about chafing. I'm talking about more like the bugs.
Yes,
Good
no
to try.
chafing. We can do
Like-
without chafing.
You know, learning how to deal with the rain, you know, it's not like a fun vacation. We're not in Mexico or something like that
Yeah.
at a resort.
sure.
This is a situation where you have to work through some suffering. I think that's actually good for us.
Yeah.
Deal with the flies, you know, deal with being uncomfortable. The ground isn't super comfortable. I enjoy that, and I think especially me like working an office job, I need to be out in nature. I need to suffer a little bit, otherwise I go crazy.
On the way the drive up to the campsite, Wes was like, he's like, this is dumb. He's like, I should have stayed home and played video games. As it's just like downpouring. And yeah, I get it. Like it's not ideal for it to be pouring.
Yeah.
I'd prefer for it not to, but I think it's good to experience that.
What did you think afterwards, Wes?
I enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Yeah, good.
We made it through.
Yeah.
you did. Yeah, you have a sense of accomplishment
Mhm.
after
Yeah.
getting through something like that. So
I would suggest next time having our bags and sleeping bags like in an actual vehicle
yeah,
Mhm.
where it can't get wet from the drive.
yep.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
kind of babies though. Like people just live like that, and we're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know, little perspective.
We do have a very comfortable life.
yeah.
But it makes it fun to switch it up. And like I
Yeah.
said, I love making food over the fire. Like those veggies we made.
That was yummy.
Oh,
Those are
Dude,
so
that
good.
steak
The
you made,
potatoes.
Mm.
That's
Mhm.
good.
That was so good.
Another thing I was thinking of is in the Philippines they have like monsoon season,
Oh yeah.
so it's raining for like a couple months or something.
They
Like
get
it's
2
just
seasons.
constantly raining. So what we were going through, where it's like you can't keep anything dry, right? Everything's getting wet. Imagine living like that for months.
Jeez.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I would
That's
try,
pretty
dude.
wild.
I'll
Yeah.
I would try. I'd like to try for like
Yeah,
a
I
couple
would
weeks.
try
I feel
it.
like that'd
Yeah.
be so sick.
All right, let's book you a plane ticket.
All right.
One
Yeah.
way.
Trivago.
Brandon,
Yeah,
watching
no,
you hold up your
Trivago.
pants over the fire as it was raining was
Dude,
really funny.
my pants are infused with smoke. I've washed them 3 times and I still get a hint
I love
A
that
whiff
smell.
of
It does
smoke,
smell
which I
really
like.
love that.
Mhm.
Falling
But
to sleep.
I
to that.
think it's
Oh,
infused
man.
in my pants for the next few
Also,
months.
I will say,
Hmm.
clothes that get wet by rainwater and sit
Disgusting.
for a weekend,
Yeah.
that does not smell good.
Oh yeah, no. No.
No, it does
That is not a
Yeah,
good
those-
smell.
Those smell pretty bad.
Also, if it gets wet with like the river
Yeah.
water, you for sure gotta like put that in the washing machine right away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah.
Gross.
But do you guys have any other like highlights or anything for the trip?
We don't have to go into the talks that we had, but I think we all had some good conversations.
Oh, yeah.
and, I think it was all very meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite parts too. Is like, I love podcasts. I love what we get to do like with this right here. But even like conversations in private with just us guys, even though the neighbors were hearing the whole thing.
Oh, they heard
probably
it all.
it was us and the
Oh, yeah.
neighbors.
Yeah, us and the
These
neighbors.
Private conversations. Right.
Right.
one way conversation.
Right.
It's cool because you just get that you're around a fire, you have nothing else going on, you have that time, and it's just like that one-on-one or like that group conversation's awesome.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the point, if I want to touch on the topic of the importance of particularly like Christian men spending time with other Christian men, like going on trips or just hanging out and having fun. Because I know iron sharpens iron. Does everyone remember where that is in scripture? That's Proverbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically, stone is better at sharpening iron.
He's like, they should have
Change it up there. But yeah, if you guys want to have any thoughts on just like the importance of even things like this, or just hanging out or taking like a weekend trip, like the men's retreat we do every year through church, just like the importance of us taking time, getting away from our regular life, doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it creates an environment that just allows everyone to be very honest. And like, I know originally you and I were kind of talking like, oh, like maybe we should get like a Bible study going that night or something. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe we can try to dive into something. But like, because we're all Christian and we're all like pursuing the Lord, like we all naturally started having conversations. And what's funny is we all kind of started
the same-
talking about like the same thing.
We got
It's
the same topic at
Yep.
the end.
yeah, we were all kind of talking about the same stuff. But I think what's like really important is like, it's not just about being with other Christian men, but it should be about a community that you feel safe with and feel safe that you can both give and receive maybe more critical feedback. Because like we had difficult conversations, but I think that we understood that it's all coming from respect and just wanting to grow together. And like, I don't know, I just think that that's so important, that this world, I think sometimes is very non-confrontational and maybe a little bit more passive. But I think, Jesus, he didn't hold back. He kind of had more authority to like really rebuke people, but he called people out and he had difficult conversations with people. But I think that's so important because like, if we just pretend like, there's not difficult things that we have to talk about, then like it almost takes away from the honesty that you can have in a group. And I feel like my relationships actually grew from certain difficult conversations.
100%. And it's like, it's important because we had a lot of fun, but then at the end of the night, like we were going to try to do a Bible study. One, it got dark, but two, it's like we naturally, like you said, we weren't necessarily diving into the Bible that night, which I would like to do in the future, but we had conversations that were based on what scripture says, and then just like things that are going on in our lives. That was cool just to, I had like 3 different conversations that just all came into the same one. Yeah, and like you said, it's important to have community that you trust, that you feel safe with, and I think community in general, but also too, like if you are a man, go on like a retreat with your church, or go camping, or go to the state fair. Do something with some guy friends that you can kind of just get away from your normal routine. And it's just good to have that friendship and someone alongside you to encourage and challenge you, like you said, with the hard conversations.
How do you think we can kind of trying to think of someone that's maybe looking for a community right now? They don't have maybe a Christian community.
Okay.
They don't have people that they can have difficult conversations with and be able to receive and give certain feedback. Like what kind of strategies would you guys recommend on like finding that kind of a group, or being able to create those kind of environments with like friends?
I mean, I would say, one, we're here to listen. If there's anyone listening or watching right now, comment on YouTube, comment on Apple Podcast or Spotify, DM us personally or directly, or our Instagram account. Anything we'd love to like answer, or I know Joey's been doing like prayer requests, which is awesome.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
Thank you guys for the prayer requests. We are praying for you, and we'd like to continue to do that. But if you guys aren't part of a community or have like those friends you can have those deep conversations with, like message us. We'd love to see if we can answer that. But I would say pray about it. Are you at home or at your job 24/7 where you're not having the opportunity to interact with people? I would say be in community of some kind, like church is a good start, Bible study, join a sports team, volunteer, go to things like state fair or county fair, something where you can get out and try to meet people would probably be a good start. I don't think necessarily just staying at home all day is going to necessarily help with that. So
Yeah, what was that that saying from one of the previous podcasts? Was like people impact people. Is that what it was? Or people?
Yep. People impact people.
Okay. Yeah. I guess it just kind of shows the importance of like getting out. Like, it might be uncomfortable, but like, I don't know. I think about like, I mean, you were pretty much always there, but with the rest of the guys as the exception, like, we kind of took the chance to like go to a Bible study, and like, I don't think many of us knew a ton of people that were there, but like, we just kind of took the chance and just said, screw it. Like, whatever happens, happens.
Look at us now.
And it was also easy because it was during COVID, and some people just get cooped up and they were going insane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it takes, you got to get uncomfortable in order to find a community, to find a friend. You got to step out of your comfort zone and trust someone and be trusted. And there can be a lot of blessings that come from it. So don't get discouraged if you are looking for that. Pray about it. Do your part in looking for it. And like I said, if you do have those friends, hold them close and get an opportunity. Even if it's a girls group, like go out and go do something fun together. One, to make memories. Two, you guys can grow closer as friends, and also you can grow your faith together as well, just to get out of that routine and everything. Does anyone have other thoughts on that, or advice for someone looking for?
I think one of the things that this discussion reminds me of is Joe Rogan had this guy named Sebastian Younger on his podcast one time. It's one of the older podcasts, but this guy, he was a reporter, and he followed like a unit of soldiers in like Afghanistan, and just followed them along and reported on what he saw. And I think he made a documentary called Restrepo. But what his kind of thesis, I hope I'm not misrepresenting it, is basically like one of the reasons why people get PTSD after war is because what they had while they were in the military is like a brotherhood and a mission.
Yeah.
When they come back, what's up, Joey?
Luke just picked a callus the size of Texas over there.
Sorry, continue, Milo.
So basically, when they come back home, now they don't have that brotherhood anymore. They don't have that mission and brotherhood that they once had. And when those feelings of or thoughts of violence that they had to commit it becomes difficult to deal with. Anyway,
Yeah.
I think
They're alone.
what I took from that is that every man needs like a mission and
Yeah.
a brotherhood. Where our society is not really built around this concept, but if you were to go back hundreds and thousands of years ago, that every community was like that. You would have a community of men. You have like a common mission of survival, or could be war or something like that. But that's kind of like built in within us. And in the Christian context, I think you do need to have Christian men around you with a common mission and do stuff like this, like go camping, go paintballing or airsofting, or go fishing or something like that. Have like adventures and have fun with your brothers in Christ, and it'll be good for your soul.
Absolutely. I like that, how you said there's like a mission.
Yeah.
And also when they came back from being overseas, like they no longer had that.
Right.
Um,
And there was one of the things is one of the things he was trying to figure out is like, why do they want to go back? Like a lot of times soldiers, they're out, they don't need to go back, and they want to go back and keep on fighting. And
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense when you think about it that way.
because we're not meant and designed to be in an office all day and that's it.
Right.
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 Like everyone needs to go out and do something and explore, but especially like men, we want to go chop some wood. Like we want to start a fire. Like
Yeah, we do.
it's just these things that are good that you don't get to do in your day to day at just going to work, going to the gym or something like that, or whatever it is. It's like go camping in the rain, in the mud, go on a trip, go do something like that where you get to completely separate yourself from the normal routine, the normal life, and challenge yourself and get uncomfortable. I think is good, because once again, growth only happens when you get uncomfortable, and you can have those really good conversations that you maybe wouldn't have in a normal day-to-day basis with someone compared to when you had that time set aside. And I hope we keep camping. It's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep every year. I want to keep getting like 1 or 2 new things for camping. And I got a headlight this year, which is a huge upgrade, because last time trying to do anything in the dark with like a phone flashlight was really annoying. So get a headlamp when you go camping, and bring lots of lighter fluid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of lighter fluid
Mm-hmm.
and shelter for rain, because if it rains and stuff gets wet, it's going to be really smelly. It's going to be really uncomfortable.
Unless you're trying to exercise your bushcraft skills, then just bring a knife and a
Dude, I
and
saw a
flint
great
and
video
steel
the
or-
other day. This guy made like a whole home
Mhm.
underneath this dead log.
Okay.
And he was like dug out underneath it and then like made a chimney
Oh,
out,
wow, that's
out
cool.
of the log.
Hmm.
Like the top part of the log being
Mhm.
the chimney.
Hmm.
That was pretty crazy.
What's that called when you go camping and plain like in a bush
Oh,
somewhere?
Stealth camping.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so sick, dude. I love that.
We caught
I
that
love
one
it.
guy in Milwaukee that was
Yeah.
probably not
Yeah,
stealth camping,
dude.
but he was stealth
I
camping.
He was like, I see you. We know what you're
think he
camping
was
in there.
homeless.
Maybe not by choice, but
Yeah.
he was stealth camping. technically.
It was a good spot.
Yeah.
Once he was in there,
Well,
you couldn't really.
I don't
We
understand.
could see him. We
Can you
saw
explain-
him.
Can you explain the concept of what that is?
What stealth camping
Yeah,
is?
like what?
It's like in the city where there's lots of people around. You try to find a spot, like maybe in a bush somewhere, or like under a bridge or something
Yeah.
like that. You're basically living like a homeless person, but you're
Yeah.
doing this by choice, and you're camping in plain sight.
Oh, okay.
The
But
idea is to not be seen, so that people don't know you're camping there.
Oh.
But you have a full-on camping trip, like in a bush in the middle of the intersection.
People will make like
So
YouTube
I don't want to do
videos on
that,
it.
but
Yeah, there's the video you showed us. This guy's just like he finds this spot
Yeah.
in the daytime and he sets stuff up, and he comes back at night and he's like, yeah, I got a gas station down the road, and he's
Yep.
got like everything laid out, and it's just in a bush.
It's really
As
strange,
people are
but
just,
it's-
like,
it's
walking.
entertaining for
Yeah,
sure.
it is. I
We all
would-
just find our own bush.
You would
That's
do
like
it?
within
Yeah,
a couple
okay.
really,
blocks.
I could see you doing that. Yeah. Well, take a video if you do it.
Okay.
'Cause I'd want to watch that.
right?
Yeah, but we should definitely try going in more towards the fall for the
Yeah,
next
we got
trip.
we got the men's camping trip. I know it's not
Yeah, October.
or the men's retreat, but
Mhm.
yeah.
That we're in cabins.
Yeah. that
And
was a
luckily
little
we
more
don't have
daunting.
freezing water anymore.
Yep.
That was kind of fun though.
I liked that. I missed that.
A cold
We'll
one.
turn it to cold then. There's the option.
I
You can just
tried,
do it.
but it's not as cold.
Yeah.
I think however they're getting water on that side, there must be some sort of like heater because across the way.
Yeah, across the way.
At those cabins, dude, oh my gosh. It was like needles. It was so cold.
We'll do something different to close it out. Let's do what are you guys' final thoughts here? We'll go around. I'll end us. We'll start with Brandon.
Oh,
Final thoughts to close us out here.
Kind of like what we've been talking about. Search out a group, community. Be patient because like there was before this group happened. There was another group that happened before, and like that was a great group, but there were probably, and I won't say names, but there probably were some people that might not have been there for the right reasons, but it's okay. You know, that's just like,
is it really okay?
I'm not trying to call anyone out, honestly. I am very appreciative for Miranda creating that group. I think that there were just like 100%. Some people that like maybe, you know, yeah. So just be patient because that group kind of eventually faded out, not because of any one event or anything, but faded out like a good year or something passed. And then Christina created kind of a smaller group with like the people that we knew were like really locked in. And that's when I got close to you guys. And like pretty much throughout that whole year, I was like hoping for a close group of like guys to like grow in my faith with.
Careful what you wish for.
And like, yeah. And so just keep praying, just be patient, and the Lord will provide.
Wes, final thoughts?
Just find a good group of Christians that you can learn to trust, and just tell them, hey, I'm weird, you're weird, let's be friends and let's grow in Christ.
That's the best advice you could give.
That's good right there.
I would say get outside, and I mean, not every guy is like this, but I think most guys are pretty much like this. Get outside, camp, struggle a little bit. You need it. It's good for your soul. So just do it and find a good group of friends to have that mission with. It'll be good for you.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Joyce?
I would say even if you can't find like a group of friends, find maybe one or two people that you do really trust, like what Wes was saying, and just pour into their life, and then in return they'll pour into your life.
Mm-hmm.
My final thoughts is 1, thank you for listening and watching. 2, kind of just recap everything. Yeah, get some good people in your life. Go on some kind of trip. Go out into the state fair. Do something fun.
Or don't.
Have good
no, that's
or
not
don't.
the message.
Got it.
Yeah.
Be bold to be willing to get uncomfortable with conversations. I think is a really important thing. You've heard it on here before. Having those surface level conversations isn't going to get you anywhere, at least long term, with someone that you want to grow closer with. So dive into it deep, get to know someone, and learn to trust. With my final thoughts. But off of that, everyone, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share. This is the Campfire Council Podcast.
Say Christ is Lord.
Christ is Lord.
Say Christ is Lord.
Can we talk about
Oh, dude.